Hello, this is Bridget Rao with Divine Essentials. Alright, guys, so somebody commented a couple of times about doing this pick a pile. We're going to do to see what kind of connection it is. Like, we're going to find out, is this your twin flame? Is this a soulmate? Is this karmic in nature? And then, like, what you need to know about the connection. And I got 2 new decks today from Kristen, so I want to say thank you very much to her. She actually wasn't able to get them with the notes. They didn't come with the notes this time, so I just want to say thank you to her. But I got the Vice Versa Tarot, which is really, really cool. I've wanted this for a while because it has 2 sides of the tarot. So, there's like the traditional side and then there's the other side. So they call it this side and that side. So each card has 2 elements to it. And there is a book with it that, goes into description about them. But I'm just going to be reading them intuitively because I already know like what they basically represent on their this side, and on the other side of it, I've just been kind of getting different messages from them. I just did a couple of private readings using them, and I really like them because it gives you a different perspective. And then she got me the Shaman Wisdom cards, and these again are pretty different cards. I'm going to be reading them intuitively as well, but I did notice that there's some cards in here that, like, I may not know. Like, I'm just, like I said, it's just going to be all intuitive. Like, they have, like, maple, willow, like, all these different types of things. But then they have different animals, different directions, feminine and masculine. So, they're pretty cool. But I know, like, I may not read them exactly as they were intended. So, this is going to be pile 1. Pile 2, pile 3, and this is to find out, what is the meaning of this connection? Is it positive? Is it going to end okay? Like, we're just seeing like what type of connection it is, and we'll see what other messages come through. So I'm gonna start on pile 1 at 2:15, and we're gonna see who this person may be to you, why this connection is here. Are they twin flame? Are they soulmate? Are they karmic? And I may, pull out more cards as we go. I didn't pull out crazy amount, but we're just going to see. I want to do it like this because I'm using the Vice Versa deck. So what I got number 1 was the Page of Wands, the Page... Oh, wait. That's not the... What is this? The Page of Wands and the Knight of Wands? Is that what that is? Because these are both wands. I think it's the Page and the Knight. This must be the Knight. This must be the Page. All right. Oh, no, this is the 7. I'm an idiot. All right, so this is the Page of Wands, and this is the 7 of Wands. They look very similar to me. The pages are all standing like this in this deck, so I'm like, wait a minute. So Page of Wands, 7 of Wands, 5 of Pentacles, 10 of Wands. And then for information that you need to know in connection to this, we have the Eagle, which is number 13, a divine feminine energy with the 13. But this is also a masculine energy down here to the direction of the east with the connection to air. So this is the Eagle, which is all about a higher perspective. And then we have 51, which is Amber, connected with masculine energies, the 3rd chakra, which is your solar plexus, and the element of water. And then we have 55, which is Quartz, feminine energies, the crown chakra, and then again the element of water. All right, so the energies here aren't too good. There's like a very young energy with the Page. I feel like this person may have came into your life and it just wasn't like evolved, like they didn't have like a very healthy perspective about themselves. They didn't have a lot of confidence, and I feel like it kind of just died quickly. Okay, so there is a positive side to this card and like a more darker aspect of it, and I feel like this darker aspect is helping to bring like yourself out of the ashes. Okay, so like you need to rise like the phoenix out of the ashes, get creative in how you're going to approach life, approach this connection. I feel like this person was brought in to bring the darkness out in you to inspire this transformation. So whatever happened when they came in, it probably shook your world up, okay? It made some big changes in your life, and you may be feeling pretty dark right now. You may be carrying a lot of these burdens, feeling left out in the cold. It's likely that they just cut you off and disappeared. And the Seven of Wands is about doing energetic work, but it's like this person is not facing the work, okay? It's like they've turned their back on it. And there is an element of like wanting the work to be done, but I feel like this person's like, look at, like the back is turned on all of these cards except for this one where he's just like, meh, like this is poverty, this is being left out in the cold, this is just not good stuff. And then over here on the bottom of this deck, I'm noticing the Seven of Swords. So this is somebody that's got like manipulative behaviors, trickster energy, an inability to just communicate their truth. I feel like there's a desire to communicate their truth, but they don't, okay? They're like in this energy. They may stalk you too. They may like kind of observe you or watch you in some ways, or they may keep an eye on you, but it's like their back is turned on you, so you wouldn't even know that they're there, okay? It's like you're probably not connected, but they still have a way of observing you. And I'm just going to be honest, this doesn't feel very like positive at this time. So like if I were to go off of these cards right here, I would say that this is probably like a lesson, like something to do with karma. But I'm gonna ask for more cards because this could just be where you're at right now. Like when you're on a soulmate twin flame journey, you do face the darkness, and that's what inspires the change. Okay, that's how you rise through the ashes. You can't rise through the ashes unless you're burned down into a little pile of crap. You know, like you got to go through the dark to get into the light. You got to know both sides of things. And I feel like there is an element here of things just needing to change. With the 5-5, that's about making changes, and quartz is about our chakra and it's amplifying energies. So I feel like if you're the feminine, this energy that has been brought in with this person, as crappy as it may have been, has inspired you to awaken. It's inspired changes in your life, to work with your emotional body, to work with the water element, which is connected to our emotions, to change and to heal and to rise through the darkness that this person may have brought into your life, to, you know, release yourself from the burdens that this person brought towards you energetically, and to, you know, overcome this feeling of being left out in the cold. And I feel like this person has just had their back turned to this. They're not willing to do the work right now. They're in this like, they're just not awakened. They may be like young. It's just they have an immature energy. They may not necessarily be young, but the way they're looking at the world is very unevolved. You know, they're very karmic-y energy. They probably do some very low base things. They probably have blocked up energy. They're just kind of living for ego, okay? Like they're more concerned about their money, about their pentacles, about what they look like to other people. They really have their back turned to doing any energetic work that's going to make them become a better person. They may even be somewhat stagnant in their life. I feel like they just do the same thing. They're kind of like on a loop where it's like, oh, this is cool, oh, this is cool, oh, this is cool, but it's really not. It's like it's not fulfilling at all. It's not helping them at all. They're just used to it. It's like a routine of bullshit. Like, oh, I'm going to do this because this is what I'm expected to do. I'm supposed to get up at 7 o'clock in the morning, go to work from 9 to 5, and then come home and, you know, have a couple of beers and go to bed, and then repeat. And then on the weekends, we go out and party, and then, you know, repeat. It just feels like very unevolved consciousness with this person. And it's like they've been conditioned by society to think that the only way you're cool or popular or mean anything is if you've got money. So they have a fear of, you know, being in poverty. They've probably just like they have some ego, you know, like they think it matters what people dress in, they think it matters what car you drive, they think it matters about the stupid shit that really doesn't amount to anything. You know, we're all humans, we're all flesh and blood. This person feels like they just have their back turned to realizing that, and they just have a lower base consciousness. But this person came into your life to help inspire change in your life. I feel like they came in, you saw the potential in them to awaken and to come out of this shit, to transform, but they don't see that potential. But what happened was they started awakening you. You started employing these changes to your emotional body because they likely left you with the burdens. You know, your mirrors in these connections, I find that people are usually mirroring each other in some way. So I feel like you've chosen to awaken, you've chosen to work with this. Well, they've they've stayed behind in that energy. And then with Amber, this is connected to your solar plexus. This is your confidence and your power. I feel like this person's energies, what they did, whatever happened here, has actually inspired you to amplify that power and strength inside of you, to overcome and to drop down the burdens, to not feel like you've been like bamboozled, to get creative in how you're going to rise up through the darkness that this person brought in, and how you're going to overcome like any trickster energies they may have brought. I feel like this person may come in and out of your life too. Like they may come in and then deceive you and leave again. It's like they have this like energy. It's just not like, I mean, look at this energy. Like, come on. It's just not great energy that they're in. But I feel like it was also there to help you, again, with the change, 555. This person's assisting you to change, to see things from a higher perspective, to embody that eagle energy, to connect with that masculine aspect and communicate that strength, that confidence, that power amplified out into your life, to rise up through the dark, to rise up through the ashes, to look at things from a higher perspective so that you're not really like taking this personally, how this person impacted you. Like, I feel like they really hurt you, but you need to realize it's them, it's not you. Like, there's something up inside of them that needs to heal. So this is the Hierophant. This is a spiritual contract, a spiritual commitment, but it's the reverse of it. So I feel like this is like the very beginning stages of it. This is the little baby, all right? They need to work on their inner child. They need to work and evolve. They're a very unevolved person. They don't realize, you know, there's more to life than what they're focusing on. I feel like they just have their back, they got their back turned to understanding and healing. So I'm going to ask, like, you know, what connection may this, you know, be for this person? I'm feeling a lot of karmic energy, but this could just mean that they're in a karmic situation or they have a lot of karma to heal. And here's the King of Wands, but again, it's like he's got his back turned. This person's passion and everything is just turned. And here, look there's the serpent. The serpent is about shedding our skins from our past. You know, shedding the past like the serpent sheds her skin. I feel like this person is stuck in the past. They're stuck in this element of just like, ugh. They're not making any differences. But you've embodied your Empress energy. So even if this is a karmic partner, what this has done for you is it assisted you to rise up and to attract unconditional love from a person that's going to be able to balance with you, somebody that's going to have their face turned to you. Now, this person may at some point turn around and come face you and tell you that they love you and face their insecurities and their fears in regards to love. There is an element of reconciliation here with the Six of Cups, but this could also be just you reconciling after dealing with the energies of this person so that you can attract in somebody that's actually going to give you love, somebody that's actually going to, you know, face you and be there because they see the light that you bring. They don't want to deceive you. They don't want to hurt you. They see that you're an evolved person, and I feel like that's like the eagle energy here too. It's like you're going to have a whole new perspective from this that's going to attract somebody that communicates their truth with you, the King of Swords. Somebody that knows what they want and isn't afraid to go after it. You know, so I feel like you may be in some darkness right now, feeling like you're missing out on a divine masculine energy in your life, that power, that strength, that confidence, but it's coming, okay? Like the sun is coming. When the truth is spoken and this energy is shifted, you know, you're going to embody that energy. You're like that dark side of the moon energy too, where you're embracing the cycles of the divine feminine, you're healing, you're rising, you're going through this dark cycle. So it feels like there is a mirror here. So you guys could be on a twin flame journey, and when this person's ready to turn around, you'll have your Ace of Cups, your new beginning with them. But right now the back is turned and you guys have some shadow stuff, some karmic stuff to clear up before this person's able to be there for you in a positive way. So you want to work on your value. You want to be this Queen of Pentacles. You want to start seeing from that higher perspective, amplifying the energy of your crown chakra so you can see from a higher perspective, and you can, you know, attract in unconditional love. And I think it's funny because the back is turned here and the king that matches it has his face turned. So I feel like what this is saying is like right now, if this person's meant to come back, like you guys just aren't on the right vibe for it. So like something has to turn, something has to flip. And once that happens, you guys will be in this place where you are a perfect match, like where you've healed all this stuff, where you've elevated the consciousness, where you turn around and face your intuition and you go within to heal anything. I feel like there's a big message of like, you guys need to stop turning away from the healing process and go within. I feel like it's more so the person you're connecting with, but I do think there's elements within you that you haven't really noticed yet. You know, you need to go within, because we've seen the feminine's back turned twice too. So if you're the feminine, you know, start trusting your inner intuition. Like, if you feel like the person is karmic, then trust that. But if you feel like they're a divine person, trust that. The answers and the messages are always within, and I feel like you may not be trusting what you're receiving from spirit, and there could be some third-party elements connecting in this as well, and that may be why I'm picking up so much karmic energy, because this person has their back turned. You know, they're supposed to be your emperor to the empress, but they're just not there right now. It's like you guys are just missing the mark, and dealing with some heartache because of this. So you really do want to focus on like filling up your cups, filling up your happiness, working on this so that you can attract in your Two of Cups, you can attract in your divine partnership, and, you know, take that leap of faith. But look at even the Fool has his back turned. So it's like somebody needs to take that leap into the healing process, into trusting what they're receiving from spirit, and then start moving forward. So like I said, these answers are inside of you. I feel like for some of you it is a karmic person, and for others of you it is like a twin flame. But because there's so much karmic energy mixed in here, that I'm more so picking up on the dark elements of it. It may be like a karmic, it may be a twin flame situation that's just getting off the ground. Like, you may have just come into contact with this person. There hasn't been a lot of healing and transformation done yet. But if you've been dealing with this person for an extended amount of time and they're just not changing, I would pull yourself away and focus on going within and healing, because it's like this person's refusing to take that leap of faith, and that's not going to do anything except for create burdens in your life. So just go within and focus on yourself. Open yourself up to receiving love from the highest vibration that there is. You know, tell spirit that you're ready for love, you're ready to heal, you're ready to transform, and then just trust whatever is meant to be will come. And if it's a new person, then allow them. And if it's this person, make sure that they're not still in this energy, that you're not going to repeat a cycle. Because this feels like it could also be the repeating of a cycle that has been kind of detrimental. It's like this person may come in, they may deceive you, they may leave, and then they leave you in that heartache and that energy with their back turned on you. It's like they may come present some love. You think you're getting your Two of Cups. You think you're going to be happy. And then it's boom, here's some more heartache. Boom, here's a third party. Boom, I'm turning my back on my intuition. I don't want to trust this. But you need to face yourself. You need to face the value and the worth, see things from a higher perspective, and know that if your new beginning is going to come, it's going to come after facing the darkness, after embracing like the cycles of yourself, going within the feminine aspects. You know, again, the sun is like, it's all dark here. You need to bring the sun back into your life. And if this person's not going to clearly communicate with you their truth, then I wouldn't even bother reconciling with them. I would reconcile with myself and attract somebody new in, because you are the Empress, but your Emperor has his back turned right now. So just focus on being the Empress and facing the things in your life that need to be healed, while they figure out what they need to do to overcome and rise through their own crap that they're holding on to. But like I said, I think some of you, it's karmic, and some of you, it is a twin that just is like refusing to heal right now. And that's because people have free will. You know, they may in the future choose to heal, but right now they're not. So let's say like, where's this going? Like, is this going to get better, or is this going to stay the same? Is this person going to heal? I have the Two of Swords with their back turned. So I feel like some of you, they will. I feel like some of them, they will face their secrets, their darkness, their energies that have been detrimental. But others may just make that decision to keep their back turned. And followed by the Tower, for some of you, you're going to decide to put an end to it. You're going to say, you know what, this is karmic. I don't deserve this. I deserve better. And you're going to allow peace to come into your life. But for some of you, I feel like they're going to make their decision to face their darkness, to face their shadow, to like face the secrets that they've held on to, allow that tower to crumble down, and then come back in to build it up with you after they do some healing. Because the Four of Swords is about meditation. It's about facing those things inside of us, healing those things inside of us. So like I said, I think it's a split. For the karmics, it's like the karmic people will make the decision to keep their back turned. For the twin flames, they may decide that they are going to face their shadow, tear down the life that they're living within, heal, and then come present you with their love offer. Okay, Knight of Cups is coming in to give you the love that you've probably been waiting a long time for. You know, they had their back turned to you for way too long, and it's like you've just been waiting and waiting and waiting. And look at that. I feel like they will choose to put an end to this manipulative behavior. They're going to turn their back on the manipulative behavior and transform with the magician energy so that you can get your 10 of Pentacles. So it will end good for you, okay? If it's a true, divine partner, you will get your loyal companion out of this after this time of transformation. I feel like it may be somewhat of a process. I don't think it's going to be overnight that this all happens. But for those of you who it's a karmic person, I feel like you may even make because this is a feminine, you may just make that choice to turn your back and say, I'm done with this. I'm tearing this down and I'm moving forward in my own life. I'm going to heal from this and I'm going to attract in somebody that wants to give me the love that I deserve and isn't going to, be manipulative, isn't going to lie, isn't going to steal, who's going to help me to transform, to bring in the wishes that I've had in regards to love so that I can have my 10 of Pentacles so that you can be a happy married person, with the person you're meant to be with. So if anything, this person, if it's a karmic person, they're going to catalyst you to your happy ending. And if it's a twin flame, it's going to be a journey, but you will transform and get there, okay? It's hard because there's so many of you. I can't give you like a yes, 100%. But I do, especially with all those energies. Hopefully these other piles be more clear. But at the end of the day, these answers are inside of you. Only you can really know if it's truly your twin or, you don't want to ask somebody else that and have them give you that answer because it's inside of you. You're going to know. And I feel like, again, some of you are going to make the choice to walk away from this. You may have thought it was your divine masculine, but you're going to see and realize like, nope, I'm walking away from this. And that's going to bring you into your light. And for others, I feel like they're going to make the decision to walk away from their darkness and back into, healing their inner child and bringing in the alignment with the wishes that need to be fulfilled for this connection to get off the ground. All right, so that's pile number 1. Hopefully these other piles are a little bit more upbeat. We have number 2 at 2135. So we're going to find out what type of connection this is, like what's going on with your connection. If this is like a twin flame, soulmate, karmic. The first pile did have like a mixed energy. There was some people I feel could have been karmic, some people could have been in a twin flame journey. But in this deck, in this pile, we have the 4 of Pentacles. Oh wait, did I have this? I have this backwards. All right. So in this one, it's the 4 of Pentacles, the Hermit, the Ace of Swords, and the 10 of Cups. And then for energies that you need to know about, we have Sky, Hawk, and the direction of the east. So the sky is number 64. So I would add that up to 10, which is about wholeness and completion. The sky for me connects to like communication, and then we have masculine air energy down here. So I feel like this is like wholeness and completion when it comes to communication. And with the Ace of Swords there, that tells me that you may have some new communication come in that like leads you to some fulfillment with the 10 of Cups. 10-10, that's wholeness, oneness, completion. And then the Hawk is number 19. I feel like this is also representing the endings and new beginnings that are about to happen in your life. Again, the air element is here. So it's like, I feel like some sort of communication is going to come in that's going to transform things. It's going to transform the way you look at things. So the direction of the east is connected with like that higher perspective. It's like the rising sun, bringing illumination into situations. If we add up the 19, it's a 2, it would be 20, but it would break down to 2, so that's about partnership and union. And I feel like whatever new communication is going to come in is going to be connected to that, and you're going to be seeing things from a different perspective than what you did in the past. The Hawk is able to elevate themselves up and to see from a higher perspective or a higher point. They free your heart to soar. And then with the 59, there's an element again of here, like things changing, things ending, and new beginnings coming in. And then if we add up the 9 and the 5, it would break into a 5. So again, I feel like things are changing within your connection, and it is connected to the time of spring. So where I am right now, we are entering spring. So I feel like this is going to be a time where like that innocence that was here within you, I feel like there's a foundation that's been built between the two of you with the 4 of Pentacles. And it's been like a labyrinth. It's been like this like maze that you've had to go through to elevate. And it's like you may have been in this child energy when you were connecting with each other, or you may have met each other when you were young, or you bring the child out in each other. You bring that inner playfulness out. You bring out that like almost like that awkwardness, that like feeling of like the butterflies in your belly, like just like things like that. But I feel like springtime is going to be transformational for this connection, for whatever foundation has been built. It's like you guys are navigating through the labyrinth out of that to a newer perspective. And it's like you've done the reflection work, you've been in the hermit modes, you've gone within, you've studied the messages so that you could see from a higher perspective, so you could evolve out of this childlike energy, so you could balance these masculine and feminine aspects within yourself, so you could attract new communication from this person that's going to lead you to fulfillment, to your happy ending, to your 10 of Cups. So for me, I feel like this is like either a soulmate or a twin flame. Here's the Ace of Wands. And again, with the hawk energy or the eagle energy, it's like this new beginning is going to have a lot of passion, but it's going to elevate you guys. You're going to be able to see things more clearly than you did in the past. And here's the sun. So I feel like your person's coming back to illuminate. I feel like they've gone within themselves. They've awakened some part of them. They've found their way through this labyrinth, through the inner workings that they needed to do. And this could be you too. I feel like you've both gone within. So you may not have communication right now. You may both be going within yourselves to reflect on what it is that needed to be healed. You know, working with the elements, working with your emotional, physical, spiritual bodies, so that this person can feel confident when they come back to communicate with you that they've thought about the foundation that has been built between the two of you. They've reflected on things that have transpired here. And now they're seeing things from a higher perspective, and they want this new beginning to be illuminated with light and fulfillment. So, like I said, I feel like this is something that may happen pretty quickly. Like if you're not talking to this person, if this person's out of your life, I feel like there's a potential for them to make some sort of decision. It's like I feel like they've already made their decision, and they wish that they could have already come in and done it, because if it was like this, I'd be like, they may be thinking about what to do, but I feel like they've already made their decision, and now they want to charge into your life. They want to connect with you, and they want to bring balance into this. So the Six of Pentacles, that's about balance. It's like they want to bring the balance into your life. They want to bring justice. So this is a spiritual contract that I feel like you guys are meant to come back into union for that 10 of Cups. You're meant to have your happy ending. Yeah, it's a partnership. So I'm really feeling soulmate, like high level soulmate energy. For some of you, it could be a twin flame. But like I said, it's just a very high level thing. Like there's a definite element that spirit has brought you two together. There could have been third party elements within this as well. And because it's like this, I feel like there may still be some third parties, but I also feel like this is indicating that you guys are going to have the potential to celebrate. All right. You guys are actually like meant to be together. Look, you got the King and Queen. Oh, did you? No, you had the Ace of Swords. All right, so you got the Queen of Swords. So you may have actually put the person out of your life at some point. One of you may have disconnected from the other due to a third party situation. But I feel like that's going to end, okay? That third party situation is going to end, and then you're going to be able to put your sword down. This person's going to be able to come back in, speak their truth to you, navigating themselves out of the stuff that has pulled them away from you. And that may not be for all of you. It may not always be a third party thing. But I feel like for some of you, there was something that was in this that was keeping them from embracing the light of their divine masculine role, okay? And it's probably connected to their inner child too. They may have had some things go on as a child that needed to be healed, some heartache that they've gone through. So they may have broken your heart too at times, but I do feel like it was all kind of predetermined, so that when they come back around, it's going to be a new beginning of value. There's going to be good energy that's shared between the two of you, and there's definitely going to be communication and action coming from this person, because we got the Eight of Wands, which is all about taking action and communicating. So let me see if they can give me there's a couple of cards that I know, for me, indicate one over the other. So we got the Queen of Wands. There's definitely passion between the two of you. Again, that's more like soulmate level to me. And then with the Seven of Pentacles, it's like you guys have been planting the seeds between the two of you, waiting for them to grow. And I feel like you've been working on your value and your worth. You've been working on seeing from that new perspective. You got the hawk on the antler. You got the hawk here. It's like she's learning how to become the best version of herself and to become the Empress. So for many of you, this could be a twin flame that's assisting you to become your Empress self, so that they can become their Emperor self, so that they can bring the transformation that's needed, so that you can have your loyal companionship. And it's funny because a lot of times in the connections, the divine feminine has no problem like being in a place of unconditional love for this person, and she's got a lot of passion for this person. And usually you do work on like your value and stuff. Like you feel like you have like a better, like a higher mission or a higher role. So like your value on yourself within starts to increase, and then the value in the material world increases. But I feel like many of you have to go through the triggers to get into that Queen of Swords energy, because if they didn't do something that pushed you to that point to make you be like, what the fuck, I'm cutting you out, you would never be able to embody Empress place, because you would never have cut them out. So the Empress is an embodiment of all the queens. I feel like this was a hard thing for a lot of you to do. So they may have pushed and pushed and pushed until you were finally like, you know what, go ahead, do what you're doing, because I don't want to be a part of it. But what that did was raise your value up even more, so you could really be that Queen of Pentacles, that Queen of Swords, when in the past you were probably more just the Queen of Cups, the Queen of Wands. So now, because of all the stuff you've gone through, you're in this Empress energy. You're attracting your wish fulfillment. You're attracting this transformation. The star is up here to bring you the wish of this transformation that was needed to have a loyal companion that's not going to be off knocking boots with everybody in the nation, that isn't going to be, distracting themselves with outside stuff. They're not going to be tricking you or manipulating you, because they know that if they do, you're just going to walk away. So I feel like the person you're interacting with may have some burdens that they need to release at this time, but that reconciliation is available to you both. And I do feel like it's likely it's either a high-level soulmate or a twin flame. So it's a better connection than the last one that came through. So I hope that this assists you. And like I said, it's always best to go within, okay? But I do think this person's slowly changing to make you, to give you that wish fulfillment, all right? There may be some illusions, there may be some other options around, but try to focus on the light within all of that. Don't focus on the illusions. Don't focus on the bullshit in the outside, the material world, because it's just an illusion, all right? Just focus on what your wish fulfillment is, and know that things are slowly progressing into a positive light. But, you need to be the one that goes within at the end of the day to decide, like, is this my twin flame? Is this my soulmate? Or is this a karmic partner? You're the only one that can truly confirm that for yourself. But these energies do scream, twin flame, soulmate, high-level stuff, okay? And I do think you have the potential for a very happy ending together. All right, so we're going to move on to the last pile, and we're going to see who this person may be to you. So let me make sure, because I have the vice versa deck, and all right, so we had the Five of Wands, we have the Lovers, and there is this side Lovers and then this side Lovers, and this side Lovers is actually better than the other side. And then we have the Four of Wands, and then we have the Hangman. And then from the energies from the Shaman cards, we have number 58. So that's like 13. That's the divine feminine energy. If we add up 58, it's 13. So I would keep that, but you can also break it down to 4, which is your foundation. But for me, there's divine feminine energy that's in the foundation of this. The hematite is actually connected to masculine in the foot chakra, or the earth energy. So I feel like the elements of this, it's like you're both melding together your feminine and masculine energies to ground that into the earth. Every step that you take, you're bringing this energy in, and hematite is like a magnetic energy. So this is already screaming twin flame energy to me. I feel like you guys have a magnetic attraction together that is actually meant to assist in grounding that onto the earth. So twin flames are supposed to be anchoring this place of balance, this balanced consciousness onto the earth for the collective consciousness, to assist in bringing balance to everybody here, to heal and to align, so that we can release like the bullshit conditioning and the stuff that has been detrimental to society. So I think like you guys are like, every footstep that you take, you're helping to shift the energies that are around you. So you guys may actually be in different places at different times a lot, like, or you may travel a lot, but it's because everywhere that you step, everywhere that you go, you're anchoring that energy onto the earth. And then we have number 49, which again I would add up to 13. So you got the more divine feminine energy, and this one is actually connected to the feminine energy, and it's connected to your root chakra with fire. So I feel like the divine feminine in this connection has probably gone through a lot of transformation, and you're grounding a lot of divine feminine energy into the earth, but it's like you're also magnetically pulling your counterpart's masculine energy towards you if you're the feminine. You can take this vice versa. But I do feel like the feminine here is grounding her feminine energy through her root, and the masculine is grounding his masculine energy through his feet. And you guys are both connecting with this divine feminine energy as your foundation. So the divine feminine is probably the one that like recognized the connection for what it was before the other person. One of you awoken before the other. And you could be the masculine that awoke into the connection, but it was likely your feminine aspect inside of you, your creative side, that allowed that, because the logical masculine energy usually is like going to dismiss, like, oh, there's not such a thing as twin flame, or you're crazy, or, I'm just being emotional. Like, they try to dismiss it. I feel like the feminine aspect in this is embracing it. And then we have number 56. So number 11 here. 11 is the twin flame awakening number, like I said, and here is feminine with the causal chakra. The causal chakra is actually above your head. That's your soul star. That's where all the information is known. This is connected to the element of silver, which is connected to feminine energies again. So like I said, the feminine has awoken this, but guess what? Causal chakra is connected to twin flames. So I can't remember who the deities are that like connect with it, but if you look up causal chakra, like if you Google that, like the first thing that pops up on Google will tell you about twin flame energy. It's weird. Like the first time I Googled, because I didn't know what causal was, I was like, what is that? It's like at the back of your head. It's not your crown. It's like another chakra behind you, but it is connected to twin flame energy. So we're already getting a lot of twin flame stuff here. Divine feminine, twin flame, 1111, feminine and masculines being grounded here onto the collective to help ground and root these higher vibrations to the earth. So I'm going to go ahead on a limb and say that it's likely a twin flame that you're dealing with. But I feel like there's been conflict in the past. But it's like you guys are coming out of that. You don't want to go toe-to-toe anymore. You don't want to fight anymore. It's like you're walking away from the battle. You're choosing to like work together energetically, because the wands connect with your energies to change. Number 5 is all about changing. And there was, 2 5s here as well. As an 8, which is like that infinite connection. It's like you guys realizing that you can't fight this, okay? So one of you may have been fighting it more than the other, or there could be times where you're like doubtful of it. You're like fighting yourself, like, I'm fucking crazy. This person isn't my person. But at the end of the day, you guys may now be at this place where you're just accepting it, and you're realizing that you do have a higher mission here. And I feel like you're just kind of throwing in the towel with the whole fighting thing. And then with the lovers, like I said, because I did check the book on a couple of cards that I got earlier. I got strength in the lovers when I was playing it with by myself. This is actually the side that is a more balanced place. Okay, so here you see like the ground is all cracked. There's like this urgency to come together. I feel like you guys are going to be moving into a place where you're just relaxed, okay? And this is like the balance of the light and the dark. There's nothing to fight about anymore. It's like we've won it. We've balanced. We're now coming to a place of relaxed, true union. Like this is the true person that you're meant to be with. There's nothing left to fight. There's no more things that you need to heal. It's like this is where you guys are headed, into this beautiful place of that gold and that silver again. So if you're on this pile, I would definitely look up like the spiritual meaning of silver, because that's really sticking out to me, as well as the hematite, because like I said, this got magnetic properties, and twin flames are like magnets to each other. But it's like when you guys are in this conflict mode, you're like the magnets that push off of each other. It's like you fling away from each other. But when you turn it around, they come together like this. They come together in balance, in harmony, in union, and they can stay there. There's no like, oh, we got to do this, oh, we got to do that. Like there's no fighting, there's no running, it's like we just surrender into love. We surrender into balance. We surrender into the light and dark aspects of ourselves. We heal that part of ourselves so that we can have this beautiful union. And again, it's like this is like a new union. This is like you guys have been doing this for a long time, okay? So it's like when you finally get together in this place, you're just going to be relaxed. It's like you know each other for many lifetimes. There's nothing left to fight. There's no more awkwardness. It's like the communication will be relaxed, the energy will be relaxed. this time that you have spent in suspension was to help you to awaken, to help you to understand more of your divine mission and divine role. And like I said, I feel like some of you may be like far apart from each other. It's because you needed to anchor those energies in different places at different times. The masculine had his role, the feminine had her role, but at the end of the day, you'll break out of this stagnancy, you'll break out of the energies that have kept you separated from each other, and you'll be able to come back into a divine union. So let's see if there's anything else that they want to say right now. Like what's going... I feel like this is where you're headed. So like let's see like what's going on right now. So you got the King of Swords. I feel like this person is getting amped up to tell you their truth. They're going to tell you the truth about how they feel about this partnership. And there's a lot of light coming in here. So the Three of Pentacles is about working together to build something. And I feel like their truth is that they don't want to fight it anymore. They don't want to run from it anymore. They want to be able to have that shared experience with you. You know, they know that this foundation exists between the two of you, and they want to move out of the troubles of the past. You know, they don't want to stay within those like murky, dark waters. They're ready to come out of that into the light. They're ready to move into calmer waters, to present you with their love offer, and to do the healing work together that you may need to do to rebuild after the towers crumbled. I think like something may have happened in their life. You know, lightning may have struck, the tower may have crumbled, and it awoken them. Their eye is now open. They don't want to fight it anymore. They're ready to embrace their shadow aspect. They're ready to embrace the light. They're ready to embrace this connection. And they're ready to come out of their illusions and their anxieties. Like this is somebody that's like, you know, sitting there staring at their anxiety. This person's ready to like look out the window and turn their back on these anxieties and these fears in regards to making a decision to go towards the divine feminine. So this is like the moon. I feel like this person needs to take their blindfold off so that they can face their insecurities. They can face the divine feminine aspects within themselves. They can face their divine feminine if the masculine's the one that's been running from it, and they can make that decision to overcome these fears that they may have been holding on to in the past. So you can have your new beginning of value within that garden that's just going to be blossoming with abundance. I feel like when these two come together, your finances, your energy, your health, your vitality, like everything's just going to be like boom, because you're going to be in a true divine union. Like these people are meant to be together. There's been a lot of healing, a lot of transformation. It feels like it's been like lifetimes coming, not just this lifetime, because this is the partnership you're supposed to have. This is the transformation you were supposed to go through. This is your happy ending. This is your fulfillment. This is what's going to make you feel like your son is in your life, like you've brought illumination to your inner child. You're going to feel that joy and that love. You're going to be able to love this person unconditionally. I feel like you already do, but it's like you're going to be able to give them that love that you have, you know, taking care of them, pampering them, loving them, nurturing them, trusting your intuition. And like I said, if this isn't resonating, you know, if this doesn't sound like your story and you're doubtful, is this person my twin flame? Like if it's just brought you a lot of dark, if it's brought you a lot of like, I feel like it's helping you to find that balance within so that you can attract a transformation. Like this is the star, but here it's like somebody's coming in to fulfill your wishes. So you know, if you trust and know within your core that this is your person, I feel like they are coming back, and they're coming soon to bring that abundance, to bring that transformation, to bring that wish fulfillment. And they may see you in your star energy. That may be what's attracting them back towards you, because it's like all this energy is ready to just combust. You're ready to have all of that illumination come into your light. I feel like spirit is guiding them back to you for a reason, because you guys are ready to go walk this path of transformation and this path of illumination to heal for the collective, and to see through the illusions of society, to see through the illusions of your fears, your anxieties, all of the things that have been embedded into you for lifetimes, so that you can reconcile. So it's funny because every pile got the reconciliation, but every pile was different. So I definitely feel like those who chose this one are likely on a twin flame journey. But again, just go within and ask yourself. At the end of the day, you're going to know if it isn't or if it isn't. If it's not making you feel like the Empress, if it's not helping you to grow, if you don't feel like this person's going to be your loyal companion, then don't hold on to it. Let it go. Rise up in your value so that you can attract your true person in. You know, see from the higher perspective of the hawk to know, like, okay, this is where I'm meant to be. But for a majority of you, I feel like basically all of you, it is a Hierophant connection. It's a high level commitment. Okay, there's likely a lot of passion, a lot of love there between the two of you, and it's like you both intuitively know it, but sometimes you choose to kind of not see it or doubt it. And it's those doubts and those fears that really hold you back in these things. So focus on the positive stuff and just know that it's likely coming back soon. I feel like I saw this one too in the book. It's like, this means like somebody's coming. And it's going to bring a lot of abundance, a lot of transformation. It's going to be wish fulfillment. And for those who are wishing for a person, it's going to bring that person in. They're ready to make the decision to face their feminine. They're ready to make the decision to heal and come into alignment for the victory. So I hope that this assists you. Oh, and look at that. Now it's coming out. Like, they're going to release whatever elements that were holding them away from you. So it will just be the two of you. All right. So I hope that this assists you. If you'd like to donate to the If you'd like to donate to the channel, there's a link down below. If you would like to send a deck, there's an Amazon wishlist down below. And again, thank you very much, Kristen, for these decks. I am actually loving this. I can't wait to get to know it a little bit more, and know all the parts of the deck, because like I said, I was just reading it intuitively tonight, but I like that it has that like vice versa energy. And this one is very cool too, with all of these different elements on it. It gives a lot of different energies. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And thank you to those who have been donating. It makes it a lot easier for me to continue bringing you more messages and guidance on a regular basis. And like I said, this was a requested one, so the next time I do one, I may do like a sexy one or something. Let me know in the comments what type of pick-a-pile you'd like to see. I'll probably do like a general reading next, but the next pick-a-pile, let me know what you want that one to be. And I did move up to a 3-week wait today, just so I can catch up on the readings that I do have. Like, I have a lot of them. And I am trying to like go out and have fun and not just be here every day, all day. Plus, I do my business in person. So just know that if you request right now, I'm on a 3-week wait. But when I catch up, I'll probably go back to a 2-week. I'm a little overwhelmed with all the requests. So thank you very much, everybody, for all of your support, all of your love. Thank you, thank you, thank you. In Mune, namaste.